Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. Next match, Cross-Banlist Cup, last time at Group B. So currently Group B is led by Synchro Fusionist. I don't think this is a surprise, simply because it's the more recent deck list here in this particular group, but followed by Windups, Hero Beat and, Troopers eventually. Well, Troopers and Hero Beat last place. So Hero Beat is out, but, it could be important this particular matchup simply because the other two decks still have a chance to move on to the top 16 playoffs. So, let's see, this is Hero Beat 2012 Prime Heroes? Nostalgic Heroes, that is. Looking at the Shining, for example, it still, gives me goosebumps. Looking at like it was 14, I think 13 to 14 years ago when we looked at Shriek, saw the OG locals, saw the Shining, the one of the newer hero fusions that they already had access to, but we in the TCG didn't. But yeah, okay, anyway, so nostalgia. The next one we have Synchro Fusionist, a deck that we saw in a TCG for like a short period of time. Also a hard deck to pilot back then, because you had so many decision trees you could make, and one F up, it will lose you the game. The big weakness of this deck is back row, going second into back row, so this particular matchup definitely could hurt. Let's see, so, this deck kind of feels like a deck nowadays. You comboing off and go from there. The Book of Moon hurts, it really hurts. First of all, prevents, the level 1 tuners are super important for this deck, and at the same time, it clocks up on 1 monster zone, so I need to play with 4, and that hurts for this particular deck. So let's see. Okay, we do have Omega. We see 3. What is it? Neos alias, I think. We go for Trishula as well. This looks really awesome. Like, you would think that I have the advantage, but yeah, you'll see in a few moments. Let's see. We go for the Axel Synchron Sanchet or Take Chunk from the deck. I think so. I think we already used up our normal summons. Yeah, because of the Gem Knight fusion. You can go for another Formula Synchron. It would have been nice to being able to leave the Librarian on field, yeah, because we had that face down bulb, right? Okay, so both Omega return here. Here. The big weakness of this deck is a Mirror Force. Any Mirror Force card, well, Torrential, I guess we could chain, but I was like, I mean, it could be Mirror Force. Let's banish both Omegas. And we should be able to pump out, more big beat sticks to attack for a game. But it was a skill drain. I was like, in hindsight, I should have won this one. Because I should have kept at least 1 Omega on field from the 2 I had banished. This would have been always a game, right? Like, I think I had a way to force out the back row if it was a Mirror Force, right? So I thought, I was feeling really confident, but like, imagine them drawing their only one out being Barbaros. And they drew the Barbaros, so I'm getting punished. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. Like, banishing both Omega too soon, preemptively, that was my mistake. So yeah, the problem here is I can't deal with the... I was like, I can't deal with the 3k beatstick. I can't deal with the 3k beatstick. And especially, when backed up by skill drain. Yeah, Dark Hole and Alias attacks for game. So, awkward, right? Like, especially after that opening move. It is what it is. Okay, so we can go first. And this looks like a good opening hand. Full fuel, but I needed... What is it? Doppel Warrior? I think so. So now we have the tokens and we can extend. Okay, but I need extra draws. The advantage of this deck, though, is that it can, abuse the fusion cards. Instant Fusion, Brilliant Fusion. And what's the... Is it D-Fusion? I think it's D-Fusion? The Premature Burial. Refusion? Yeah, Refusion? I forgot the name. Yeah, it's Refusion, I think. Anyway. So we can Trish, and this is much better. Like, we can keep the Hyper Librarian on the field, and for every time we Synchro, we can draw. But, okay, no follow-up plays. So, that was I mentioned a couple of moments ago, is the, the hand and needing the Doppel to go off and so on. So we only had 1 Omega, and that's not good news, because now they have 3 back row, could be board wipes and torrentials, Mirror Force, etc. And I think, did we saw the opening? Did we saw the hand? I'm not so sure. Anyway, So we attack into Mirror Force, and that was a top deck Mirror Force, right? But we know that I think we know that there is Torrential. Why do we know that there is a Torrential? I'm not so sure. I was like, okay, we can just, you know, chain Omega, but they have Book. So all the answers, again. But, I mean, it's fine, though. And again, the Thunder King being top decked, again, super sick, because the Thunder King on its own is a solemn warning. So I think, yeah, because of the life points, we have to go for 1/1 for Bulb. For protection, but it's not looking too good, even though both back row I think are bluff. I think so. But they still have Thunder King, plus Maxi, for one draw, basically. But I mean, it's Maxi. And Prisons. Prisons are also strong against this deck. Again, Omega can only use its effect. What is it during the main phase? So 2-0 behind. You know, the traps definitely, you know, go into favor of heroes. Let's see, this hand is much better. Let's see. We aren't able to go for an early Librarian just yet, but now we can, yeah, because we can lower the level and we again add a double. This is much better. Draw, you know, a couple of draws, drawing the tuners, and this, you know, this is what we need. Baksha, and this is basically interruption, but it's, you know, basically a once per turn reborn of Norden, for example, too, because, you know, Norden is not once per turn. So let's see, I think we now can go for full combo. Let's see, yeah, reborn Norden, yeah, and we can keep Librarian on the field, finally, right? So we go for Omega number 2, I think so, we need the extra space. Are we able to go for Omega number 3, or maybe even Trishula? Formula Synchron, you know, for more draws. Yeah, go for Giant, go for Omega number 3, which we should keep on the field, just in case. Send back one of my banished cards. Level Eater is important for the deck. Yeah, we do banish the Omega, because we can go for Trish, probably. So that's 4 cards from their hands, gone. And again, like one Mirror Force, one Torrential? If I, you know, summon, that is, into the Torrential, game, GG. But we'll see. Oh, okay, we still have Typhoon, yeah, that's something we didn't have before. And that's a weakness of this deck, it's not main decking spell and trap destruction, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's side taking the Typhoons. So yeah, we go for Bax, this is so good. Baxia, get rid of Level Eater, you know, Level Eater free reborns every turn, it's still banned for a reason, right? So, okay, game number 4, but the problem here now, we are going second. Look at that hand. Normal summon Struttles, set 5. Yes. Yes, and that's big. So let's see, I think the 1/1 was the first play to go to, because we have Instant Fusion for follow-up. Ghost Ogre is just another tuner to be special summoned. Synchro Fusionist, let's see, were we able to go for Tatsunoko? And then, you know, use Synchro Fusionist from hand, but I think there was no way, because we needed a tuner, there's no links or whatever. We needed something like Royal Degree against, you know, the trap-heavy deck. I mean, they still have Gemini Spark, so that's also a strong spell. Quick play spell to pop and interrupt the opponent. So it feels that, you know, the traps definitely have Mirror Force. So the traps definitely got them there. I mean, rightfully so. Game number 1, that was my mistake, but, you know, as you saw in the other duels, I think this was a well-deserved win. The Synchro Fusionist just had a weakness against a lot of, you know, back row heavy decks. But I mean, it's still going on, should be moving on. It depends on the other matchup, we'll see. Okay, guys, that's it, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Riddim signing out. Peace.